Well, since we're on the subject of food, let's talk turkey. Up in northern Evangeline Parish is the town of Turkey Creek, Louisiana. And if you ever want to know what's going on there, you don't have to pick up a newspaper. Just pull up a chair with the mayor, and he'll be happy to fill you in. Turkey Creek, Louisiana, population around 600. And some of that population gathers on a regular basis at the Turkey Creek City Hall. The ringleader is usually Mayor Blaine Janet.
How would you like to meet up with that in the woods early in the morning, that face, huh? Wouldn't that be a face to meet up with early in the morning?
Square.
Look at that. Look like a...
Mr. Carroll, you know, I won a beauty contest one time in Arkansas.
You was the only one?
Yeah, you did? Yeah, I was the only one showed up.
We always have something to talk about.
Always good or always entertaining?
Always entertaining. In fact, the preacher used to come and get a sermon at least once a month. He'd come in, he'd get enough information where he could have enough sermons for a month. So,
just from one visit?
From one visit. So
how did Turkey Creek get its name?
When the people first come here, it was a bunch of turkeys along the creek eating berries. So they named it Turkey Creek. That's been years and years ago.
Once upon a time, Turkey Creek was bustling. The main street included storefronts and a movie theater. There was even a high school in Turkey Creek. And as far back as the 1920s, the Gifford Hill Rock Quarry and Crowell Lumber Company timber mill provided jobs to hundreds of people in northern Evangeline Parish. The boom days of Turkey Creek have slipped away after the closing down of the sawmill and the quarry, and what's left is an even quieter and smaller community, which is an ideal area for hunters. And it's safe to say that some in Turkey Creek are bilingual. Sam Johnson talks turkey.
Sir, there's nothing like turkey hunting. I hunt ducks, I hunt deer, and I hunt turkey. If we had 2 seasons, I would hunt nothing but turkey.
They real smart. They got a keen eye, and they very smart. They can see you way before you see them. If you barely move, they see you, and they'll take off.
I use strictly a mouth diaphragm collar. And this is what it looks like.
Almost looks like a retainer.
Kind of like a retainer. You put it in the back of your mouth. The trick is to make it make a sound.
I mean this in the most respectful of terms, but Sam is a female impersonator. He imitates the sounds of the hen and hopes to draw in the dominant male, known as the gobbler. And Sam has spent 25 years in the woods learning the language of turkey love.
There's something about calling, hearing him in the background, and it's an adrenaline rush. If you see a deer, you got an adrenaline rush for 30 seconds. With a turkey, it might last 5 minutes or it might last 2 hours before you kill him, and it's one-on-one. You're trying to make the gobbler come to the hen, and that's against everything in nature. The hen's supposed to go to the gobbler.
Oh, really?
Right. That's one reason he stands out there and he gobbles and he struts. He puts on a show. The hen goes to him.
Sam, let's make a call. Maybe
see if he'll shock gobble to it?
Yeah, well, maybe we can hear one gobble somewhere.
All right, listen.
All right, listen.
There he is, Kurry.
Yeah, I heard it.
In the springtime, which is when I hunt, because we don't have a fall season, a hen that wants to mate, she'll usually make a series of 7 to 11 yelps. And it can be 2 ways. It can be an assembly call or it can be a mating call.
And if you're wondering how these Turkey Creek turkeys taste, Sam and Kurry say they are better than anything you will find in your grocer's freezer.
Ain't nothing like it. He's not a dry bird like a tame bird. If you deep fry him, he's fit and eat.
Well, Sam was born and raised here, and I've been knowing him since '67, and he hunts all the time. He works for the water department. He's been working for them about 25 years.
Which brings us to the newest industry that keeps Turkey Creek afloat, the municipal water company.
Turkey Creek probably wouldn't be a town if it wouldn't be for our water system. We got a water system which covers the majority of North Evangeline Parish, And we've been in the business, I guess, for about 25, 30 years in the water business, and that's what keeps us alive.
So for these folks sitting around City Hall, there's a lot to like about Turkey Creek. To them, it's the perfect combination of wild turkey and water.
Peaceful, you know, and you can go in the woods and ride your four-wheeler to hunt versus living in the city.
It's God's country to me. It's got everything to offer. You can hunt, fish, go in the woods, ride your bike. It's God's country.
Now, if you're looking to hunt that perfect wild turkey from Turkey Creek in time for a Thanksgiving holiday, you'll be sorely disappointed. The turkey season in Louisiana, as Sam mentioned, is in the springtime only. Well, that will do it for our third edition of Lost Louisiana, What's in a Name? From Turkey Creek and Avery Island to Mowata and Start, Louisiana, I hope you've enjoyed finding what makes Louisiana such a fertile ground to great stories and great storytellers. I'm Charlie Whinham, and I hope to see you again for another edition of Lost Louisiana. Kenneth.
Hey, Charlie.
How are you, my friend?
How you doing, man?
Good, I'm good.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
But, did you know? I want to finish telling you a few pointers.
I'd love to hear from you.
Okay. People seem to think that the cattle raising industry has begun in Texas or Kansas or Wyoming.
It didn't?
It did not. It actually began here in Grove Ridge and Parks, our sister town south from here.
Okay.
And they were given land grants, and in order to pay back, you know, that grant with the owners, they had to produce cattle. And the cattle were brought in from France. They were called Charlie cows.
Really?
And they, that's how the cattle raising industry began. It's the earliest known record of it. And of course the test, you know, it's just a sleepy little waterway. You can almost walk across it in some areas. But it did bring the Acadians here. A whole culture came down.